Folks, good morning. Hey, it's Kurt again. So today's topic is it's a little different. So, excuse me. I guess there's kind of two parts of it. True or false is TEP a monopoly, and I think the consensus is generally it is. Right? You really don't have a choice. You have to be on TEP. If you're a Tucson homeowner, you don't have a choice. But in that, at least TEP is governed by the Arizona Corporation Commission. So at least it's not like they're able to just kind of make arbitrary decisions. And since you don't have a choice, you can't go anywhere. So, kind of like that real dangerous part of the monopoly. But nonetheless, it's a monopoly. So, what the sales bros will tell you is, well, you don't have to use TEP. You can use third party. Now, when you get solar installed on the home, there's basically a couple of ways of going at it, right? You can get it, or you can have a third party that owns it. So if you get it, like you pay for it out of your pocket, or you put a down payment and you get a loan, that sort of a thing. Uh, and then you can finance it kind of like the way that you finance a car where you lease it, right? You don't own that car when you lease it. The finance company owns it, and then you use it and you pay the finance company for the usage of that car. And that's similar in a solar lease. A company pays for the installation and all the equipment to put it on your house, and then you pay that company for the use. So it's a lease. And very, very similar is called a power purchase agreement, where basically they do the same thing. It's just fancy words. And quite often there's features and benefits to doing the lease or the power purchase agreement. I personally don't think that they're very advantageous, but there are people who do, and especially the solar sales bros, because they like to talk about how you get away from TEP as a monopoly, and you have a choice, right? Well, it's kind of a false choice, because if you have a third party ownership solar power system on your home, you're still beholden to them. And it's not like you can just switch back to TP because you sign up for you're going to make these kind of steady payments, right? So be very, very careful when you start talking to the solar sales bros about the leases and the power purchase agreements, and also the finance options, right? Like shop around, figure it out, right? Quite often, the solar companies do have, just like at the automotive place in the finance office, they do have relationships with specific banks who do loans for specifically for solar. So quite often, you can find a pretty good deal with the company, um, but you need to read all of the contracts and stuff. Okay, guys, kind of a different topic today. Glad you stopped by. I'd like to jump on over to the website and subscribe. The links below. And again, thanks a lot. Have a good one.